Hello, everyone. You might have already seen the announcement of who won the contest for the HX Stomp, sponsored by Yamaha in Line 6. The Mannheim version, where people actually had to come to the Guitar Summit in Mannheim and play it live at the Yamaha booth. But obviously, that would have been a very, very narrow contest. So I opened it up internationally, and everyone could send in their video of them performing it at home, which of course had a couple of advantages. You played your own guitar, your own sound. You could do it many times. And Leslie got so annoyed because every day I got emails with the entries, and it's a 3.5 minute song or a 3-minute song, so she had to listen to it over and over. So there was some yelling at one point about stop playing that song again. But hey, so I gotta listen to every entry, and I did watch every entry, and I want to point out a couple. All of you did great. All of you had big time balls doing this. And I love the fact that even though, yes, it's technically about winning the HX Stomp, I got so many messages saying, but we learned something and we pushed ourselves further than we thought we could. It was great. One observation I made was the field is kind of split into 3 categories. People that could, play the written section and the improvised section well. They're, on top. Then there were people who could really play the written section beautifully, but didn't really have a big improv skills, and that showed. So it's like, okay, I'll play the improv section beautifully, but then the written section beautifully, but the improv was a little bit wobbly. But then there were people who nailed the improv and were like, whoa, insane. And then the written section was kind of like, well, that's a little bit shaky. Interestingly, the first improv section that was E Dorian, so E blues kind of a thing. Most people nail, because that's what we like to play. Pentatonic scales, easy, bluesy stuff. And most people did really well there. Where you could see whether or not someone excelled was when it came to the Lydian section, making that sound cool and interesting. That was the challenge. And I could really see, okay, whoever didn't nail the Lydian section, well, they didn't nail the whole song. But oh my God, were there some amazing Dorian sections, and I want to point out some to you. It was just great to get all these entries, to see you guys do this for an HX Stomp, but I have a feeling that it was about more than this. It was about just participating in learning the song and playing. I hope that the prize alone wasn't why you did it. So let me point out a couple of people. Please don't feel excluded if I don't mention you. Trevor from Canada did a pretty phenomenal job, played a really cool Ibanez, and he, I think he had some really cool techniques in the improv sections. He tried to mix it up with some tapping, some pinch harmonics, and some cool tremolo stuff, so well done, Trev. Philip Weiner did something cool. I said in the video jokingly, go into your mom's basement and practice, and here's what he did. Well, and then also he went ahead and tried to actually play it with a couple of buddies. It's a tough song to do, but hey, they spent a Sunday actually having fun and making music, and that's what it's all about. Check this out. Yeah, pretty cool. We had, I think, Lucas Gallo, who actually is playing in new standard tuning where all the strings are in fifth. So my shaping wasn't happening for him. So look at him playing it in a totally different shape. Then I want to point out this kid from, I think, Mexico. Looks like he's playing on a very, basic Ibanez where he exchanged the humbucker to a single coil. I mean, this kid's working on the bare minimum of gear, but holy crap, can he rip on guitar. That freaking kid can play. I don't even think I know his name. I got him here as a Fuse D3 or whatever, some screen name. But please know that I have the deepest respect for what you do, because I can't fucking play like you can, okay? Check this shit out. Another honorable mention I think should go to Dwayne Kimbleton. That's definitely some guy who played the country and the blues, because holy crap, does he know how to do that on his tally. He, of course, he nailed the written section, and then I want to play you the whole improv that he did on the E minor Dorian, because holy shit fuck. So that brings us to who won. I'm going to play you the whole performance, because this is the one where phrasing, skill, technique, melody, everything comes together. I don't know if it was completely written out, but you can totally see how after the first E minor improv section, he has this amazing run going down, and bam, then he's right on the C sharp again for the written part, for the melody. This guy really nailed it, but then went further on the higher part of the theme, which is eighth notes at 160 BPM. It's doable, it's not super easy. He actually is doubling every note. So he's playing 16th. He literally alternate picks every note twice. That is something I would have never thought of, because I can't fucking play that. That was insane. So his name is Carlos. I'm gonna say Arzola. Carlos, you won an HX Stomp. Many of you were very good. It was a tough call between some of you guys. Carlos just did this much more, or just impressed this much more than... I mean, come on. Watch this kid play Shift. Holy crap. So, Carlos, congratulations. Everyone, congrats. I think you all had fun, I hope. I think it all pushed you a little bit further. And I'm gonna, some people say, well, it was a little bit above their skill level, looking at you, Murph. And it would be nice to get like a lesson on that. I think I'm gonna do a lesson on how these arpeggios are constructed, and generally arpeggios based on chord shapes, kind of like the cage system arpeggio thought. I know there's many videos out there, but I think it was Murph and a couple of other people discussing that they really like my lessons and they wish I did more. They don't do well, but if you want to see them, look, if 10 people watch the lesson and get something out of it, I'll produce it. It's not a big deal. I'll get you an arpeggio and a chord lesson on that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for doing this. Thanks a million times to Yamaha and Line 6 for sponsoring the videos, meaning they paid for the videos of the reviews. They got me to Mannheim. It was their idea to do something with me. That's what happened. That's what came out of it. A stupid contest. And of course, they are sending, well, one of you, an HX Stomp. And then Lucas Laffineur got one because he won in Mannheim. I hate saying winning in one is better. It's music. It's all about fun. It's all about expressing your emotions. Saying one is better than the other is absolutely against what I believe in. However, it's a contest. But what can we do? Okay. So please, no one be super disappointed. You all did phenomenal. Thank you so much for doing this. Please keep watching. And supporting the channel. It means the world to me, watching you all play this song that I came up with. So thank you so much.
Annals at the end.
Das war schon der beste Durchgang.
Now, animal.
Last night I heard you. You dropped in a hole with no one for green.